Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to another very interesting session of a discussion on organizational innovation. Organizational innovation, how does an organization innovate? Well, an organization innovates on the foundations of its knowledge base, on the foundations or the platform which is its own contribution by its resources to form a company-wide knowledge base. The knowledge base could be about the work experiences, the formal knowledge that its human resources have gathered, acquired, as well as the contributions or experience gathered from work. It could be a combination of both of these. Yesterday I had spoken regarding primarily two types of components of organizational knowledge base. One was the worth of the employee in terms of whatever in terms of whatever self information he was bringing to the company. It could be his knowledge of the services that the company was providing and the resources that the company was having, and a combination of these two could provide something which is of an exemplary advantage to the organization if it was implemented after careful consideration. The other component was the definitely including these two, but with the bottleneck or obstacle which is the behavioral aspects. Behavioral aspects of employees is one great challenge to overcome. Many people are questioning the trade-off. There is no trade-off. There is no trade-off in this. If you contribute to the organizational knowledge base, you also gain in the process, because when the company-wide information base is increasing and you are sharing and coordinating, interacting with that knowledge base to and fro, you too get informed at the same time about whatever changes was noted after you contributed and after other people contributed, and what new things have come up after those changes. So you are also gaining in the process your own tacit knowledge or your own internal knowledge, or the experience gained by interacting with the organizational knowledge base has increased. So questioning trade-off by people not knowing the organizational knowledge base properly is of no value. Now the point is, what are the bottlenecks? In the second primary element I was talking about behavioral aspects. Behavioral aspects are those aspects which are though invisible but very very important. There are two aspects I will discuss. One is the commitment, other is the feeling of importance. In these two aspects, the knowledgeable employee who has a certain kind of a expertise or master craftsmanship in his or her profession feels that by sharing his or her expertise a certain kind of a patented knowledge only. Because something in which you have become a master, if you are sharing it openly in the organizational knowledge base, you see that people don't give you, after some time you lose your importance, because they have also gained similar kind of almost close to your expertise, or coming close to your own understanding of the intricacies of that job. So people hesitate or almost decline to openly share their understanding and expertise with it in the organizational knowledge base. Second is the commitment. Commitment is another important factor which people uh, have often disclosed to many surveyors, to many researchers, to many outside consultants, that they don't feel committed to the organization, because the organization management is only about their own welfare, their own profits, their own advantages, and how they can give less and take more. So the commitment factor is an important criteria to overcome when deciding on behavioral aspects. Without focusing on these behavioral aspects and training that could go into the resolving the issue of commitment to the organization, making any plan of increasing organizational knowledge base may be hampered because of the behavioral aspects alone dominating the organizational landscape, organizational scenario. Organizational friction. This is another behavioral aspect which is working in the organization, which is friction. Two people cannot get well together and feel a certain kind of uh, differences among themselves, which is obstructing their flow of channel or flow or channel of communication. This is organizational friction. Sometimes people call it as like-minded people coming together to work. You see, organization is a diverse and inclusive environment. It is as diverse as it can be, and it has to be inclusive at the same time to drive productivity and enthusiasm at work. But still, you will see that organizational friction is somehow working in the interior, in the mind of the person. How is it possible? So this one thing is this, that whatever diversity and inclusivity we are talking about is shooting arrows in the air, thin air. So this happens because the human mind is a carefree type of element which likes to wander over here and there and collect information and start some kind of a manipulation. It is a type of nature of the human mind. It's like to wander about here and there, unless it is somebody is meditating hard to keep it in control. So this friction is a very intangible and unseen force, but it exists. Even if there are tall talks in the organization by people who are managing the resources, human resources, friction will be there. The human friction is a result of indirectly the result of commitment, indirectly the result of feeling of less importance, indirectly the result of attritions within the organization, general behavior of the people, and directly due to salary issues, directly due to uh, low profile in the organization, no promotions, no increments, directly because of these reasons. But majorly indirectly due to the commitment, feeling of lack of importance in the organization, and attritions people are randomly fired in the organization at times, or there could be some manipulation which is favoring someone, non-favoring, which is basically about organizational justice, which is distributive justice or procedural justice being followed or not. So these are those micro to highly micro factors which are unseen but have a indirect influence on people, thus resulting in friction in spite of all the hype that people do. So behavioral aspects, just I have mentioned 3 points here, but there are several other behavioral aspects which are definitely uh, coming in the way to a robust organizational knowledge base. I will talk about more such behavioral aspects only, further continuing the discussion. Thereby, it will become more prominent that uh, micro factors, which are the small niche segments, how they are impacting organizational development, organizational culture, change culture, positively knowledge based, and definitely knowledge interventions, which are nothing but interventions are nothing but uh, hitting this uh, in a positive manner, definitely hitting this to enhance the hitting this positively to enhance definitely the innovation, to make the innovation happen. So I will talk about these now: behavioral aspects, knowledge interventions, and organizational knowledge base. Thank you for listening. For any query, you can mail to hrmlectures@gmail.com or visit my website hrmlectures.in www.hrmlectures.in.